with another video. This one is for Gozmaster. I'm going to show him a deck that I was just talking about that I probably couldn't even understand myself after reading. But it's a really cool deck, and I find that Tamiyo is the best for this. Not only because the Angel is white, Turntimber is green, and Eirie is blue, but because with the Lithoform engine, you'll want to use the first ability as often as you can of a Planeswalker. And Tamiyo's is only 5, and it'll give you a little bit of creature control. You can make a creature get -6, -0, and draw 2 cards. Now, what happens here is, all right, let's say I were to drop Eirie. Well, when this creature enters the battlefield, destroy the top 5 cards of your library. At the end of your turn, return the first artifact, creature, or artifact support from your graveyard to play under your control. Cool, so we want to get Eirie out really fast. Hopefully get the goggles and Lithoform out of that. If we can't get both in the graveyard, that's fine. Maybe just the goggles is a good start, because the only spell the goggles is going to fetch is Turntimber, Symbiosis, and that's going to get us a creature of our choice, as well as create a land conversion gem, which is cool. But we're probably going to either want to get, we'll probably go for Kinan first if we really want to see the synergy of this deck. Of course, anytime you drop the Angel of Destiny, you could just win in a few turns. So, I mean, if you want to do that, do that. But Kinan will have 2 activators of blue or green to fetch the first non-human creature from your library. It gains full mana. Well, none of these creatures are human, so it could fetch either or. And the other spell we have in the deck is Eirie Ultimatum, to return the first 6 different non-spell cards from your graveyard to play under your control, then exile this card. The goggles can also hit for that. Now, what the Lithoform engine is going to do here is, when you activate your first loyalty ability, destroy and trigger 3 of your activated gems. So we got 3 from the goggles and 2 from Kinan. So the 3 from the goggles will either fetch Turntimbers or Eirie Ultimatum, and to get you a creature or a bunch of stuff that's in your graveyard. And then Kinan, of course, will fetch a creature, which could be Eirie to help get your artifacts in play if you haven't already, or the Angel of Destiny. And this can continuously happen every turn, especially thanks to Whirlwind of Thought, because when you hit on those 3 activators, especially if they are 3 of the spells, and not Kinan's creatures, because this says when you cast a non-creature card, draw a card, then you gain 3 loyalty. Well, either way, even if you only got 2 spells of activators, Tamiyo's ability only costs 5 loyalty. So you'll get 6 loyalty every turn that way. And then, of course, your move you make, which you could potentially just make loyalty if you're kind of set already. Just make sure you get that first ability. And what's going to happen, especially Song of Creation is great for this, because you want room for those activators. When you use first ability, you're going to draw 2 cards. So you'll only have room for 3 cards left in your hand with those activators. So you'll always usually only want to have 1 card in hand if all you have is goggles out. And then if you have Kinan out only, you could have 2 in your hand when you activate first ability. But if you have them both out, you never know what you're going to hit. So it's better to just have 1 card in your hand, then you'll draw 2 and get 3 activated free cards. Hixus is in here for the time being, because of course Hixus, but I'm waiting on Training Grounds, the exclusive blue support that will be coming out soon in Zendikar Rising, that says at the beginning of your turn, activate 2 of your activated gems. And it has some other text on there about Kicker that ain't really important for this. But at that point, we could potentially get all 5 of our activators every turn for, a lot of good stuff. Now, since I've given you the description, let's see if we can actually get a good match in to show you how this is going to work out. It has a lot of good synergy. When things are dumped from Song of Creation, that's where the Eirie Ultimatum comes in. When Eirie puts stuff in the grave, that's where Eirie comes in. And there's a lot of good options. What sucks, though, is that your opponent has to have a creature out for you to be able to do all this, for you to use first ability, which this deck doesn't have any kill cards, so it is likely they're going to get to a creature and it'll stay out. Let's see, who do we want to start with? I mean, the goggles would be great, but they're so expensive. Let's get our 2 creatures out first and hope for the best here. Wonderful. If we can hit the activator on this and get Eirie, then we're doing perfect so far. And there's the angel in hand, and there's an activator. Great, so I don't know if it's going to be Eirie next or not. If it is, this match might go a lot quicker than I thought because the angel's going to come out. But let's just do this. I didn't even look at what matches I had. Wonderful. Eirie. This couldn't have gone any better, really. If only, let's see, what support did she drop? I think the goggles. What's he got going on over here? Doing all sorts of things. That's the AI for you. Now we got the Lithoform engine. What do we have in the grave? No goggles yet. See, that's rough. They really messed up Song of Creation because you won't be able to get the mana as soon as you cast it. You gotta like pause until you can cast Song and another card at the same time now. So as soon as we get to first ability though, we can use it and hit Kinan's 2 activators at least right out of the gate, get that angel dropped and everything. Yep, looks like we're gonna do that. Ouch. No way. This was not fun. I didn't see that coming. Boo. AI, like, made sure it could put a stop to my shenanigans because they're so very powerful. All right. Let's get these goggles out and then we'll be in good shape. Okay. And then probably Eirie Ultimatum. For once, the Song discards everything else. That's always a good option. If you only have to choose like one thing to keep the Ultimatum. All right, let's see here. Can we get some good mana? What do we need? 5. All right. Now it's just a matter of, are we going to hit some activators? Oh, actually, yeah. The first ability will allow us to hit all 3 on this. As long as he doesn't kill my stuff, okay, we're safe. But we got to make sure, since it's the goggles, that, yeah, here's the thing. We got to get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to hit all 3 of these activators. But watch this. Yeah, let's get the blocker low so we ain't hurting my guys. We're going to draw 2. Lithoform goes into effect with the goggles. Boom. Even though we just lost all of our creatures, we're going to get all of them back. And I am going to get Eirie first with Turntimber just to increase the amount of things Eirie Ultimatum could bring back. So let's get it. I love Turntimber. Gives you the choice. I mean, you know, I could have been doing the Angel a long time ago just to win. And as amazing as that is, it's not as fun all the time. With this deck, being able to hit all the activators is just really cool. And that Angel is basically your win condition. But it doesn't have to be, because once this starts going, you'll see. You just start piling these creatures out. Oh, set yourself up for a free turn, I see. Dang. It's a good thing that thing's power is going.